is in full swing. And MOS Defense, Sanjay said today, received Russian Defense Minister at the Air Force Station in Parliament, New Delhi. CDS General Anil Chauhan was also present during the reception. The Russian Defense Minister is in India to co-chair the 22nd India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Military and Technical Cooperation with Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. The high-level meeting scheduled later today at the Manekshaw Center is expected to push forward key defense and strategic cooperation between the two nations. Rishabh continues to be with us on the broadcast. So there will be several high-level meetings, Rishabh, on multiple levels. There's going to be an engagement between the defense ministers of both nations as well.
Well, definitely. See, we have seen India and Russia not only talking on one avenue. Defense is one avenue, and which is a very important pillar of Russia-India relationship. Since 1947, Russia has been the backbone of Indian defense industries. You know, we are talking about MiGs, we are talking about Sukhois, we are also talking about the initial tanks that came in from Russia. No one has forgotten how, when the USS 7 ship came in for the rescue of Pakistanis back in 1971, it was Russians who ensured that they never entered Bay of Bengal to back the Pakistani army in the then eastern Pakistan, now Bangladesh. Even after that, the early platforms that came in from Russia have been very helpful. Even when it comes to Atmanirbharta, the Indianization of armed forces or the armed forces equipment, Russia has been helping. INS Vikrant was made with the assistance of Russian technology as well. S-400s have been instrumental, and no one would deny it that when it comes to Operation Sindoor, S-400s were the one that was the most potent weapon that India used as air defense. India has also 10,000 crore clearance has been done by CCS. India wants to replenish.
I'm interrupting you there for just a bit. I'm being told that we have more breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast, and just hours ahead of Putin's India visit, Russian Defense Minister reaches India, and there's a key meeting on military cooperation that will take place next. So meeting on defense, military cooperation, collaboration as well, and Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, of course, is going to be part of this high-level meeting. Let's go back to Rishabh, who continues to be with us. Rishabh, we were just discussing about this, more inputs coming in of the schedule ahead.
Well, definitely. See, what we are given to understand that the Defense Minister of Russia has just landed in India. Raksha Rajya Mantri Sanjay Seth has welcomed him at the airport. Along with him was the Chief of Defense Staff. Now at Manekshaw Center, in an hour from now, we'll have the Guard of Honor, a Tri-Services Guard of Honor for the Defense Minister of Russia as well. And both the Defense Ministers, Rajnath Singh from India and the Russian Defense Minister, would be sitting together in Manekshaw Center to discuss further defense ties between the two countries. Remember, we are talking about S-400s, we are talking about, the Relkos that has been cleared by Duma now just yesterday. We are talking about nuclear-powered submarines. We are also talking about something that Russia wants. Su-57 is something that Peskov also said is being offered by Russia to India. Whether India is keen or not, it is something that we need to wait for. So a lot of things are here to discuss on a defense point of view, and the way things are happening. At the time things are happening, India has rolled out a red carpet for Putin. This is the 6th visit of Russian President, first since the Ukraine war began in February 2022. So very, very important. There is a huge backlash also that India is facing from Europe. 3 European ambassadors from, the UK High Commissioner, the German ambassador and the French ambassador wrote a joint op-ed against India and Russia, relationship that was published in a newspaper. India has shown displeasure as well on that. So keeping aside the whole external pressure, India showcases that an all-weather ally, an all-weather friend, Russia is always welcomed in India. So when President Putin lands here in New Delhi later today, it would be a showcase, it will be a textbook example of how diplomacy works.
Absolutely.
India
and on all
has
the front,
always...
whether it's diplomacy, whether it's the trade ties, whether it's defense ties with Russia, Srinjoy, are we looking at some big ticket announcements ahead of Putin's visit? The defense minister of Russia has landed. He is in the national capital.
There will be no announcements because traditionally, as we've heard this time also, there are no defense deals that are inked when there is a summit meeting. But there are 2 or 3 things that are on the agenda, and they are in the pipeline, as it's called. First of all, the S-400. Now, India has used up a lot of missiles for the 3 systems that India has. So about 300, between 275 to 300 missiles will be bought. This has been cleared by the Defense Acquisition Council, and this is a 10,000 crore deal. That's the first thing. Also, the Russians have promised India that the 2 remaining S-400 systems that have been contracted for will come next year. India wants another 5 S-400 systems, and those S-400 systems are under discussion, is what we hear. But that is not the only thing as far as the defense agenda is concerned. Yes, the Russians may suggest the Su-57, but at this point, it is far too premature to go anywhere, because all India has said is that we've seen it and we will look at it in the future. Now, whether it's the Russian, whether it's the American, whether it's the European, that is a decision that is yet to be taken, and it can be taken at a political level. Thirdly, the Russians have done a lot in the past. For instance, that there are 2 nuclear submarines have come from Russia in the past. Now we have to see what happens on that front.
Right.
But most importantly is the issue of spares. Now you have tanks, guns, missiles, lots of things. But where are the spares? Now those issues will come up during the discussions.
All right, and we'll keep tracking all those very, very closely. Srinjoy, Rishabh, thank you for getting us the details for the moment. Quick break with that.